want to. No, wait. Porter's doing the camera. What do you mean? I'm here to like do whatever else.
7:05.
I'm here to be the man in charge.
Oh, okay.
The VIP. Be whatever anyone needs. Right.
Shoot.
Okay, tell me how.
Welcome, Shamokin area. We are here at Jersey Shore Field for the District 4 Playoff Championship game. I'm here joined in the booth, or the stands as we like to call it here in Jersey Shore, with my friend Nate Grimes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is Football Friday. Beautiful night to play Shamokin football. November 6th, mark the date. Last time the Indians had a district championship game was 2011, and they ended up having a state playoff berth. So Indians have been here before, but it's been a long time. New kids, new situation here at Jersey Shore. It's going to be an interesting game tonight.
Yeah, with the way the season has gone, it's crazy to think just one more win is all we need to be in the state playoff bracket, and it's just shows how crazy of a year it's really been, and what a pretty awesome season it's been to watch here so far.
Absolutely, and here's the thing: Jersey Shore's offense is high-powered. They, last week I believe they won 48-7. They can put up points, and they put up points fast. Last time they played the Indians, they put up points fast, won 41-7. So the Indians, I think, are going to get the ball going with Max Madden on the ground, and then let Brett and I open it up to keep up with this vaunted offense of Jersey Shore. But they're going to kick off. Dom Deal's going to kick off deep. Jersey Shore returner, number 7, takes it out. A lot of field ahead of him. Cuts back inside. Joe Tarr brings him down.
Yeah, not a great start there from the kickoff coverage team. Dom Deal has a kick up all the way down about to the 10-yard line, but the returner fielded it cleanly, and he got it down all the way down to about the Indians' 40-yard line, looks about. So pretty great field position starting out here for the Bulldogs. We'll see how the Indian defense can deal with that.
We could be expecting a horse collar here. Number 21, Joey Tarr, brought number 7, Cam Allison down, senior, running back and strong safety.
Yeah, it did certainly look like an awkward-looking tackle, and looks like they're calling a face mask, it looks like.
It was a nice tackle, though. Touchdown-saving tackle for sure. Looks like Dom Deal, the kicker, was out of position to make the tackle. If Tarr wasn't there, I think that's a touchdown for Jersey Shore on the first play of the game after I get done saying how fast this team can score.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't a good start anywhere you cut it here. We'll see how the defense can step up after that slow start.
Now number 17, Brandon Wary, in at quarterback. Over the regular season, 15 touchdowns to 1 interception on the season. They're going to just do a quick toss play out to number 7, Cam Allison. Small chunk of yardage there, but that's what Jersey Shore is going to do. They're going to run the ball, they're going to pass the ball, keep this offense nice and balanced. That's what they bring every week.
Yeah, and if you remember the first game of the season, those outside pitch plays were how they beat us the entire night.
And they're going to drop the quarterback straight back. He's going to go over the middle. Looked like Frash could have picked that ball off. Just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, Cedar had great coverage there. He looks like he got his hand in the way of the ball there, and that was honestly a great play on the ball by Colin Cedar. Looked like, honestly, it was such good coverage. I thought they might have even called a flag there, but I'm glad they kept it in the pocket.
And now Jersey Shore's going with this no huddle, and it looks like the Indians are a little late to get on. Oh, ooh. Under pressure, but Wary gets out of the pocket. Missed opportunity for the Indians. I believe that was number 68, Hunter Rodarmo, on the potential sack. But it looks like we have some laundry back at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that's in a position of either a hold or they might have called some sort of an illegal hit on the quarterback, even though he didn't get tackled. We'll see what happens here, but that was, if it holds, that was a great third down stop of the Indians' defense.
Not quite sure what the call is. I missed the call, but it looks like it's against Jersey Shore.
Yep, they are calling holding on Jersey Shore. So I think the Indians, looks like they are going to accept the penalty. So it's going to be a replay of third down. It's probably going to be third down and about 30-some here. It's going to be third and very long.
That's a break that the Indians need. It looks like it's about, I would say 3rd and 31. That's what it's looking like right now. And now
this defense really needs a stop here.
Wary's going to line up in the shotgun. Jersey Shore runs a no-huddle offense. They're going to motion number 15, Owen Anderson, across the formation. And they're going to go back to Anderson, wide open. Beautiful ball. Beautiful throw by Brandon Wary on 3rd and 32. And just like that, Jersey Shore is up 6-0 with 11:08 in the first quarter.
Yeah, it looked like Delbaugh had pretty good position there in the beginning. He just kind of lost track of him at the end. I mean, we know Delbaugh has the speed to keep up with guys like that. He just kind of lost coverage of where he was on the field, and the defender got behind him, and that was a perfectly placed ball by the quarterback. That is unfortunate. you know, with the penalties like that, it's always a decision. Do you want to stop it and make it an automatic 4th down, or do you want to make them replay the 3rd down and you have a chance like something like that of happening? And they ultimately did not choose the right decision there.
And Allison's kick is up and good with 11:08 here in the first quarter here at Jersey Shore in the district championship game. The Bulldogs up 7-0 here early. Indians are going to have to reload here on offense. Like I said, they're going to want to control the ball tonight. With how high-powered of an offense Jersey Shore has, you need to control the ball against this team, run it with Max Madden, get him going on the ground, get some passing plays open over the top, have them play down on the run. Look for Billy Delbaugh, who's had a stellar year this year.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher to get that passing game humming on all cylinders on a field like this. With we saw in the first game, they really, I mean, obviously that was Brett Nye's first game as a starter and all those different factors that went into the first game there, but they really got nothing going on the passing side of things the entire night, week 1 on this field. So we'll see if they have a little bit different bit of fortune here tonight, as they certainly have gotten the passing game going in other games, gotten some momentum in that department. So we'll see what the offense comes out and does, but that was a really bad break for the defense. It looked like they played a great series up until that one play.
And they're going to kick it back deep. Looks like it's going to be Billy Delbaugh fielding the ball. A bit of trouble fielding the ball. Billy Delbaugh is going to take it out to the right side. He's going to put out an arm.
Oh.
Billy Delbaugh fumbles the ball. It looks like, I'm not sure if he got back on it. That may be Jersey Shore's ball.
And they are
Looked
calling
like he was
it
doing
Jersey
something
Shore.
with it.
Yeah, Billy Delbaugh really tried to get the edge there and was stiff-arming him. Looks like the guy came in with the opposite arm that he had tangled up in the stiff arm and just popped the ball loose, and that has been a problem for the Indians all year. Way too many fumbles.
And now this is dangerous, Jim. I mean, I'm not insinuating that the game's going to get out of hand here very early, but it has the potential to. You just cough up the ball after a big touchdown ball on the 13-yard line. Where he's under center now, I formation. They're going to motion number 24, Caden Hess, across the formation. Pitch back to Allison. Defense swarms to shut him down for a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, so far the linebackers are playing that pitch game really well. I mean, they haven't broken a run for more than 2 or 3 yards. I mean, they've only had like 5 plays, to be fair. But, yeah, I mean, this is an extremely important set of downs here for the Indians to keep them out of the end zone and not let them get all that momentum going early before it's too late.
Wary puts it in the back of the end zone. Looks like that pass was to number 32, maybe 33, Stone Seacrest, but bit errant.
Yeah, that was definitely open there. It looks like the linebackers and the safety kind of lost him in coverage, but lucky for us, the quarterback just missed him on the throw, and receiver couldn't quite, looks like it might have even been a tight end. Tight end couldn't quite make the leap there to grab that. So brings up a 3rd down now.
Yep, 3rd and 8. Ball on the 11-yard line. They only got a 2-yard gain out of that pitch play with Allison, the play previous, and saw them take a shot. They did have, it was number 38, Connor Davis, tight end. He's a junior at 6'2", 190 pounds, a nice big body to get flowing across the formation. Just broken down coverage in the back of the end zone. Ball was just a bit too far to the right for Davis to make the play.
Yeah, and this down coming up here is absolutely huge for the Indians, momentum-wise and just straight-up gameplay-wise. And we know Jersey Shore in the past has had pretty good kickers, so we think even if they don't gain any yards here, they would probably attempt a field goal here. So if they do not gain any yards, so again, super important for the Indians to hold them on this down.
3rd and 8 now. Trips to the left side. Allison in the backfield. Looks like they're going to do a speed option play with number 15. Number 15, Owen Anderson. He is a wide receiver, so they just ran a little speed option play with Anderson and Allison in the backfield, and now it's 4th and 3, a gain of 5.
Yeah, so definitely did not reach the end zone or the 1st down marker there, and they will not go for a field goal. They'll go for it here, so huge play coming up.
Trips to the right. Looks like there was some early movement, but Anderson's going to take off with it and get to the front pylon. Touchdown, Jersey Shore. From 5 yards out, Owen Anderson takes it in.
Yeah, that's exactly what you did not want to see. I mean, Indians haven't even touched the ball on offense yet, and they're already down 14-0. I mean, those kind of holes against a team like this, and it's just they're extremely hard to come. And I looked at the rankings this week on I forget actually what the the rankings were on, but it had Jersey Shore ranked as the top team in the state in 4A. So they are no slouch, obviously.
And that's a block. Probably give that, looks like, probably likely number 14, Micah Miller. But back to Jersey Shore's ranking.
Yeah, they were the #1 ranked team in the state in 4A, and we have to play them in districts. So a little bit of an unlucky break in the scheduling there, but hey, if you're gonna go through, you're gonna get to that top level, you're gonna have to beat the best either way.
Exactly.
So.
You want to be the best, you have to beat the best. And here early, it's looking not looking optimistic for the Indians so far, with 9:56 left, being down 13-0. You have a sophomore quarterback, Brett Nye, who's thrown for 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, but first game of the season, he had 1 touchdown to 2 interceptions here at Jersey Shore. So obviously you're going to want to see a cleaner game out of Brett Nye, and he's going to have to play a very clean, very precise game in order to overcome a deficit like this so early.
Yeah, they really got to make sure they protect the ball on this kickoff return here and get the ball to that offense and try to create any sort of rhythm, any sort of momentum. And, yeah, let Brett Nye, let Max do his thing, and see if you can try to settle this game down a little bit.
That's a short kick to Delball. Delball is going to get popped out at the 26-yard line in the middle of a mud pit here at Jersey Shore. Field is notoriously bad.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it looks looking at the field, you'd be like, oh, man, that is awful. But honestly, it looks a lot better than I expected it to look. I mean, when we played here in my senior year, it was 5 times worse than this. I mean, there was mud everywhere. There's a lot of places where there are no grass, but at least there really doesn't look like there's mud down there. So won't be a huge factor, but certainly a factor for footing.
Indians line up in the power I left formation. They're going to hand it off to Madden. That's what I was expecting to see early. Get Madden moving on the ground. Let him turn his legs. Like we saw last week, 200-yard performance. Comes up big in big games. 200-yard performance against Loyal Sock. 200-yard performance against Mount Carmel. He comes up big in big games. They're going to have to get the ball moving early with him to open up things over top for Brett Nye.
Yeah, and that was a real good first carry there. He just kept those legs turning. The offensive line got behind him, and those are the kind of plays you need to establish dominance.
They're going to go power and off to Madden, and that's going to be enough for Max Madden to get the first down.
Yeah, good carry there by Max going off in the B gap there on the right side. So, yeah, gain of about 5 on that. So getting pretty good chunks here so far. And again, you repeatedly say you gotta get those run plays in there to open up those pass plays over the top, because to beat an offense as high powered as Jersey Shore, you're gonna need to pass the ball eventually.
They're gonna line up in that line formation, and that's gonna be a penalty for snapping the ball before the players reset.
Yeah, probably an illegal motion or a false start there, one of the two.
Yep.
And yeah, looks like they're calling it illegal motion.
Well, Max had to shift up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Brett called it a little bit too early. Maybe Max got messed up on his assignment there, but brings up now 1st and 15.
Yeah, I really wish I knew what to call that formation where they have the 3 running backs. I'm just going to call it a line formation. Sorry for being illiterate, but I honestly can't remember. We ran that formation.
I don't know.
So
you call it a wishbone or wing T for
it's kind of a wishbone.
I don't know.
I guess I'll call it a wishbone. But they're going to actually come out here in the wing T, tight end to the left side. Micah Miller lined up to the left side. Max Madden at fullback, and they're going to hand off to Frash. Frash is met by a host of tacklers. And if you look, Riley Macalusco looks like he got tossed about 10 yards there.
Yeah, he did go flying a little bit there at the end. And there was no defensive lineman within 5 yards of where he ended up. So not exactly sure. Probably lost his footing on the grass there. But yeah, nothing doing on that carry for Frash. Defensive line knew exactly what they were doing. And, yeah, you can't put that one on Frash. He had nowhere to go.
And now looks like they're going to line up in an – nope, that's going to be the wing T formation. Looks like they have Paul at the wing, tight end to the left side. They're going to motion Paul to the tight end side. It's going to be a pass play.
Ian's open.
Paul open in the flat. Beautiful throw. Take off, Ian Paul.
Go in.
The 20, and he's going to get tackled from behind. Nice pass by number 15, sophomore Brett Nye, and they get it down to about the 12-yard line. Nice pitch, nice catch by number 23, Ian Paul.
Yeah, great play design there. I mean, not a linebacker. The linebackers obviously got mixed up in their assignments there, and no one picked up Ian Paul coming across the formation. And I saw him open the entire way on that play, and he got out and put on the jets a little bit, got caught at about the 15-yard line. So this is hugely important to punch this in the end zone.
They're going to line up in that heavy aces right formation. It's going to go to Madden. Madden's not going to get anything there, but talking back to this formation, well, not the formation, but the play. I mean, you motion Paul across the formation there in man coverage. That's going to break it. To break man coverage, you have to have those long crossing plays, and looks like that outside backer who was covering him just lost him in the mix.
Yeah, and those pre-snap motions are very good for keeping the defense on their heels. You got to keep doing some more of those.
Now they're going to hand it off to Madden. Madden's going to bump it out to the outside. He has room. He's going to slip on the grass.
Yeah, it looked like he had a little bit more room there at first, and then the hole kind of closed up a little bit, and he just slipped. Maybe could have got a few more yards there if he didn't lose his footing on this ever-slippery grass. But he did gain a few yards there. It looks like it brings up about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. So this down becomes absolutely paramount here. And you have to assume they're going to go for it on 4th down here no matter what. So a run play would probably be more likely just because you know you have another down to try and get this first.
Try and get better field position. And they're going to line up here in the wing T formation. You have Billy Delball to the right side. It's going to be a play-action pass looking for the tight end dump. He's going to put it out, but it's going to get picked off. He got hit on the throw, tackled out of bounds by number 23, Ian Paul. Not quite sure who got the interception there.
Yeah, just a bad all-around play from the offense there. I mean, Brett and I had pressure right in his face. He probably couldn't even see where his receiver was and just kind of threw the ball up there. Doesn't want to take the sack on 3rd down to make it 4th and very improbable, so he just kind of had to throw it up there. And the defender, they saw it the whole way. He ran under it, and that is a huge momentum shifter in favor of Jersey Shore there. Who
already has an absurd amount of momentum. And, you know, they have Wary back out under center. They have a tight end.
Place of a hold, and on Jersey Shore, down is going to come back, and yep, they do call it a hold on Jersey Shore's offensive line. That's at least their 2nd of the night already. So Jersey Shore playing a little bit sloppy, but we can't seem to capitalize so far.
But they're set up off of that interception from Brett Nye, and Nye's done such an excellent job all year of taking care of the ball. He just got hit on the throw, and it happens. You know, as a quarterback, you can't control everything as much as he'd love to, and you know, he's a young kid. He's played an excellent. He's played excellent all season, so we'll see how he bounces back from a play like that. But they haven't pinned back deep. Where he's going to drop straight back. He's going to look deep. Nice coverage by number 5, Colin Cedar. Looked like they tried to get it out to number 24, Caden Hess.
Yeah, great play there by Colin Cedar. I think the crowd helped him a little bit here by screaming ball, and then he immediately turned his head after the crowd responded. And if he didn't turn his head there, he probably wouldn't have been able to make that play on the ball. So great play there by Colin Cedar, and the fans here helped out a little bit on that one.
Cedar had an excellent start to the season. Believe he had an interception. Very involved in that defense early. But a bit of a quiet season since, so they're going to try and attack him here. But they have Wary in the shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off to Allison. Allison has a huge hole in the middle of the field. He's going to break a tackle, break another tackle, and Allison has all open room. Excellent touchdown-saving tackle by the sophomore, number 3, Colton Lynch.
Yeah, Lynch comes up from his linebacker position, has to clean that one up after the linebackers were clearly out of position, or the defensive lineman or something, because that hole was just massive, and he definitely would have been gone there if Colton Lynch had not caught him. Jersey Shore has shown they have plenty of speed, and yeah, that was just a blow in assignments there for the defense.
Where he's going to motion number 2 across the field. They're going to hand it back off to Allison. The same exact play, just a different look. That's holding on number 5, Colin Cedar, who's going to make the play. That play is coming back. Clearly, number 24, Caden Hess, had his hands outside of the shoulder pads there.
Yeah, I've got to give credit to Jersey Shore. They've done a great job confusing the Shamokin defense so far tonight with those pre-snap motions, and they motioned a guy off and then handed it to another guy like immediately after the motion guy cleared the quarterback. And Shamokin defense doesn't seem to they know how to handle it so far. So we'll see if the more they see of it, the better they handle it as the night goes on. But that was a really good gain there by Jersey Shore that happens to be negated by a holding penalty.
Well, I think what's happening is the Indians are playing a man coverage, so they have to follow you know, any player goes in motion. If you have your man, he goes, you have to go with him. Might be more beneficial because they're getting caught out of position. Maybe go to a zone coverage where you keep your guys and you bump off whoever goes in motion, so then you still have guys who are in proper position. But they're going to line up in a spread formation. They're going to motion number 2, Cooper Peacock. And where he's going to drop straight back, he's going to look deep. Beautiful throw, tackled. Looks like by number 10, Billy Delball, and number 8, Austin Bainbridge. That goes out to Dalton Dungan.
Yeah, pretty decent coverage there by Billy Delball again, but, I mean, wow, that was a very impressive pitch and catch there. With what an adjustment made on the ball there by number 24. Yeah, Caden Hess, again, he's been lighting it up already tonight, and, wow, Jersey Shore is very impressive.
Now, back in that spread offense, they're going to hand it off underneath to Owen Anderson. Goes back to Owen Anderson. They just did a jet sweep with Owen Anderson, who actually came in, scored the rushing touchdown earlier in the game, and, you know, solid gain. Solid gain there for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, but they're going to line right back up. Trips to the left side. Got a stoppage here.
Yeah, so far the Shamokin defense just kind of looks confused on all levels, and you can understand why, seeing all this pre-snap motion and different ways that Jersey Shore is attacking them.
They're going to hand off to Allison. Oh, missed tackle by number 8, Austin Bainbridge. Could have had him back at the 7-yard line instead. Allison's going to get a solid gain, and that's going to be enough for a Jersey Shore first down.
Yeah, when you're repeatedly out of position as a defense, when you are in position, you absolutely have to make those tackles like that, and he just couldn't come up with the play there. Unfortunate, and let the Jersey Shore gain a little bit more yards than he should.
Jersey Shore. Handoff. Allison. Allison running hard. Nope, Allison did not get in. Looks like a host of Indians, among them number 4, Aaron Frash, and number 23, Ian Paul, the anchors of the middle of that Shamokin Indians defense.
Yeah, he almost got it there on that second effort. Tried to lunge backwards for the pylon. Didn't quite get there, but here comes.
They're going to motion number 24, Caden Hess. Hard stick up the middle, though.
Yeah, Ian Paul met him in
and
that hole, and
touchdown.
It didn't matter. He broke the plane anyway. Yeah, that was a great play by Ian Paul, getting a real nice hit on him. Looks like he just spun off the hit a little bit and crossed that plane, and that makes it 20-0 here. Wow, I mean, Jersey Shore, obviously, you know coming into this game that they are extremely good. This was going to be an extremely tough game. But you thought maybe that the Indians could, if they played a little bit mistake-free football, they could slow the game down a little bit and get some momentum in their way. And they would need a few breaks, and you knew that. And so far, the breaks have not gone their way with the 2 turnovers already.
Now Owen Anderson, number 15, is going to check in at quarterback. Looks like they're going for 2 here. They're going to motion number 2 across the formation. Anderson's going to do a speed option again, cut it back inside to where all of the Indians are. And I believe he is short. That is no good. So your score with 3 minutes and 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jersey Shore Bulldogs 19, your Shamokin Indians 0.
Yeah, I did misspoke there. It is 19-0, but either way, it's still a 3-possession game for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. And I mean, the Indians, they're gonna be out of reach. This game's gonna get out of reach real quick if they don't turn it around extremely soon and put together at least a few first downs. And you kind of have to score on this drive here.
And I mean, if you look at things, Jersey Shore has controlled the ball this whole first quarter. And I said the Indians need to control the ball in this game if they're gonna win. And you know, getting down 13-0 early doesn't help anything for sure, but you know, you have to continue to control the ball. The game's not over. It's the first quarter. If you remember a few years back, we were down against Milton, I believe 28-7 going into halftime. Ended up winning that game 34-32 or something like that. So, you know, the Indians have posted big comebacks before, and your seniors on this team were on that team when that comeback happened. So it's not over, but they have to control the ball and really clean up the game. Indians need to keep their heads up here.
Yeah, you can tell I saw a little bit of frustration on the sidelines there by senior leader Micah Miller tossing his helmet a little bit, and understandably frustrated here. But you got to keep your heads in a game like this, and the Indians are extremely confused as to where the ball was. Looked like number 5, I think there. I think that's Artis Jones. He got a little bit confused there on where the ball was bouncing. It went over his head, and Delba had to come and clean it up, but didn't get any chance at a return. So another botch play on special teams. And, you know, when you're down like this, it makes your offense one-dimensional, and you have to pass the ball. And so far this season, Indians have showed in bigger games the run game is their strength.
They're going to come out in a power I right formation, heavy to the right side. They're going to hand it off to Madden. Madden's going to put his shoulder down for a decent gain. Jersey Shore's defense reacted to the play well. They kind of expected, I'm sure they expected to see that. The Indians came out in that formation a lot and just ran with Max Madden, and I'm sure all these Bulldogs, it looks like at least they've been watching the tape.
Yeah, I wouldn't venture to say it's too far-fetched to say they've run on about 90% of first down so far this season, so not much secret what they're going to do when they come out on first down.
Tight end left, power eye left, but they're going to hand it off right to Frash. Looks like they weren't expecting that. Spoke too soon. Frash is going to take it out past the 40-yard line, out of bounds. Nice little burst there for the Indians. That's what they need.
Yeah, that was a great hole opened up there by the offensive line. Looks like Hunter Rodarmal and Garrett Kitchen in there on that interior opened up that nice hole for Aaron Frash. Aaron Frash looked pretty elusive there trying to get in that open field, and that was a nice run there. Good momentum to you got to keep moving those chains, definitely.
Now it looks like they're going to come out in that wishbone kind of formation. You have Zolkowski down to the left side. They are going to throw it to Zolkowski, but the play gets tipped at the line by number 23. Called his name earlier on that deep reception from Wary, number 23, Dalton Dungan, the senior.
Yeah, it looks like that probably would have been a completion. The ball was pretty on point there, and Delbaugh was open, but it just got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and that's unfortunate. It's going to happen sometimes, and you just got to live with it and live to see another down. But I did like to see that aggressive throw on first down.
They're going to line back up. It's going to go to Frash to the left side, right side, and nothing there again. Nothing there again for the Indians here. Just, it seems like they have one positive play and two negative plays, and then they get themselves in a hole. And that's been the story this first quarter so far, with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left.
It seems like nothing really has worked for them tonight, especially right up the middle. Yeah, the Jersey Shore defensive line, they don't look super big, but they're definitely powerful, and they know how to wiggle around those blocks.
They're going to motion Paul again. Maybe going to be a pass. It's going to be the same exact play that Paul broke big last time. Not enough time there for Brett Nye. His helmet comes off. Tackle on the play by number 25, Quincy Myers.
Yeah, and unfortunate there. And I think Brett Nye's helmet comes off, so that means he has to come off the play for at least a field, so for at least a down. So I think Baza will probably come in here, play it down at quarterback at least, and that was...
It is 4th and 16.
Oh, yeah, okay,
yeah,
it is 4th down. So they're going to have to punt the ball. It looks like Carson Ossowski is coming in to punt the ball instead of the usual punter, Brett Nye, obviously, because he can't be in the play because his helmet came off. So we'll see how Carson does in his first punt of the season.
Jersey Shore returners back deep to the 35-yard line.
And
bobbled snap. He gets it out to about the 50. Going to take an unfavorable bounce for the Indians. Favorable Jersey Shore bounce, and they will be lined up just across the 50-yard line, now in Indians territory.
Yeah, and that was an underrated aspect of Brett Nye's game too, that punting, like how much that meant to the team. And obviously he's a lot taller than Carson out there, and the snap was just a little bit high, and I think Brett Nye, if he was in there, he would have been able to corral that snap and get a good punt off. But Carson did a good job, honestly, with not being able to handle the snap and getting that off. I'm surprised it wasn't blocked, so got a good play for what it was.
Going to hand off to Allison again, man. He's running hard tonight. Allison breaks open into the open field, cuts back. Cedar tries to make the play. Indians cannot bring Allison down. He's just going to step out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Yeah, man, they're getting gashed up the middle.
Honestly, that time it didn't even look like they were out of position. He was just too fast, too elusive for it to even matter, and he just went right up the middle. There was no safety there to help. To come up and run support there, and he just ran all the way down the field to about the 5-yard line. I mean, their backs and receivers and quarterback and pretty much everything is very impressive here tonight.
Wary in shotgun. He's going to motion Owens across, and they're going to hand off another jet sweep. He's going to take the outside corner. Touchdown, Jersey Shore.
And another pre-snap motion play just gets the Indian defense. They're not sure which way they're going, and another jet sweep gets them in the end zone this time, and that makes it, 25-0 here. So, I mean, with the way Jersey Shore's playing tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if they went on to win the state championship, especially being ranked first in the state. But it's no excuse for the way the Indians are playing. Obviously, they're playing a tough opponent, but they can play better than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, number 15, Owen Anderson, shows nice speed, takes the front pylon, and that was the 4th touchdown of this first quarter. I said Jersey Shore can score fast, and they've certainly done it. And that extra point is good by Allison. Now, Jersey Shore Bulldogs 26, your Shamokin Indians nothing with 1:17 left in the first quarter. Jimmy, they got to get something going here.
Yeah, I mean, one aspect of the team I've really liked to see this year was when the games were over, not in their favor, they never gave up. This team has fought until the very end of every game, and certainly like to see that here tonight. Obviously, it's not 100% out of reach yet, but it's definitely leaning that way, and I'd like to see, once it does get out of reach, I'd like to see if they have enough fight in them to continue to fight till the end, and I think they will. And we'll see what kind of heart the Indians have here coming out for this drive, and they absolutely need something. They need a touchdown on this drive. There's no way around it, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm thinking right now, not so promising look by the Indians, just kind of doing a slow trot onto the field. You need to see more energy. I know you're down. We've been down big before. Played Southern, down 35-0 in the first quarter. You know, when you're down by that much in the first quarter, it is a bit demoralizing. So they just have to come out and play hard. But this kickoff return is going to set the tone. How's it going to be? They're going to go right back to Delbaugh. Delbaugh is going to have trouble fielding the ball again. Looks like he slipped a little bit, and he's going to get a modest gain out to about the 28, 27-yard line.
Yeah, they haven't had a decent play on special teams all night still, other than that one blocked extra point. But it seems like every single time the Jersey Shore kicker knows this field, and he knows that if you kick those kind of squib kicks, it's going to be extremely hard for the return men to judge and clean field cleanly. And obviously they haven't been able to tonight.
Indians are going to break the huddle. Brett Nye's back on the field after he had his helmet removed on the previous series. So Nye's under center. They have power eye right, heavy to the right side of the formation. Nye under center, likely going to be a handoff to Madden. It is a handoff to Madden. Madden has a big hole, brought down by number 44, Hayden Packer.
Yeah, pretty decent run there on first down. Brings up about a 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. So Indians put themselves in decent position. Honestly, they just got to keep doing that. Keep those 4, those 5, and then eventually get those 8, those 9-yard runs. And then you gotta pass the ball downfield like they did to Ian Paul earlier. So you got to mix it up.
Power eye right again. They're going to hand off to Madden yet again. Not as good of a turnout on that play, but you know, like you said, you just have to keep on chipping away at the yardage. You're down 26-0. I know everybody who's watching this is, oh my God, they're probably panicking. Still the first quarter. Got to be optimistic. Indians have 3 12-minute quarters. I mean, you have 36 minutes left to get something going.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of evidence recently with blown leads, and I think definitely you can't never give up. So the Indians have got to keep their heads in the game here. As the first quarter does come to a close, again the score is 26-0 Jersey Shore, and the Indians will get the ball coming out to play in the second quarter.
And just a sluggish start, but I was talking to a few Indians players, and you know, Coach Hinoski said that the game plan that they had was good, and the players bought into it. And I was asking them, like, you have to buy into it. You have to believe that the game plan is good enough to win. And so far, it's not looking like it's working out too well. But you also have halftime to make adjustments. Biggest adjustment that you need to make is right now, though, on defense especially, because the defense is just getting gored up the middle. Looks like they're releasing on the middle backers too early, and Ian Paul and Aaron Frash just can't get to those plays. So Indians' offensive drive here is going to be a big one to set the tone here for the second quarter. Need to get momentum here. Now the Indians are going to come out. Looks like they're going to line up in a power eye left with a tight. Nope, they're going to line up power eye right with a tight end to the right side. Nye under center. They are going to hand it off. Bobble, fumble. Ball's on the ground, and Jersey Shore recovers. Looks like a bad handoff. Bad running back quarterback exchange. That ball's recovered by Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I don't think that ball ever got to Max Madden on that play. The ball was loose from the very beginning, and Jersey Shore, I don't think Shamokin players even realized it until it was too late, and Jersey Shore had almost like 6 orange Georgies around that ball there, and there's another turnover, at least the third of the night. So
that's killer.
Obviously not going well at all, and Jersey Shore with a score here would put it out of reach.
They're going to motion Peacock across the formation. They are going to roll Wary out to the right, and he's going to put it deep. Beautiful ball. Even better coverage by number 5, Colin Cedar. They're going to keep going at him tonight. He played very well week 1 against them, but they're just going to keep going after him tonight since he's had a bit of a quiet season since that opening game. But excellent coverage there.
Yeah, that was great coverage by Cedar. I mean, he's been great all night, as we said. No, when they have burned us, it's been when Delbaugh is covering, and not saying that's all his fault, but just Cedar's been playing great.
Another jet sweep to Anderson. Nice job by that defense. Aaron Frash especially. Frash comes from that middle linebacker position and makes a tackle outside of the hash towards the sideline. That's a great job to sift through the garbage and keep your eye on the ball carrier. Good job by Aaron Frash there.
Yeah, brings up extremely crucial 3rd and long here again. So if the Indians defense can hunker down here, maybe get a turnover or something, we need something here.
They have no safety up high for a passing team, and they're going to put it to number 23. Oh, just too far of a throw from Wary. Not often you see an overthrow from this quarterback, but that was back out to Dalton Dungan.
Yeah, and Baza was out there on coverage, safety out there, basically playing one-on-one corner out there, and he did a great job of coverage there. The ball was a little bit far, but I think even if it was there, Baza was in good position to make a play on that. So great play there by Baza there. So it was good to see, and now you bring up a 4th and long, so you absolutely have to get a stop here.
4th and 7, Wary in the spread. They're going to motion Peacock across the formation. Looks like they're going to run a screen with him, but no, they're going to look across to the outside. Miscommunication between Anderson and Wary, and now turnover on downs after another critical turnover by the Indians. They end up getting the ball back with no damage done. So good job by that defense to step up. Luckily, Jersey Shore was caught in a bit of a miscommunication there.
Yeah, certainly a miscommunication, but I'm not sure what it mattered there. I mean, Ryder had great coverage. He was on him like glue. So great play, great stand by the defense there overall. And let's see if the offense can get something, a semblance of anything going here.
Heavy right, power eye right, tight end to the right side, and they're going to do a play action pass. He's going to put the ball out. Looked like Micah Miller just took that route. It looked like he was running a corner route, post corner maybe. Cut it pretty far inside. When he came back out, Brett probably thought that he was going to be a bit closer to the sideline. Just like we said earlier, miscommunication, but now for the Indians.
Yeah, it looked like Micah probably wanted to turn it outfield there, and the defender was just in position where he really couldn't get his body around quick enough to go outside, and Brett put it where he was maybe supposed to be. I don't know. Who
Anticipating
knows?
where he would have been.
Definitely miscommunication by one of the two or both of them. So
back
brings
out
up a 2nd and long.
Back out in the wing T. He's going to wait for that. Oh, outside backer. That was just a simple slant play. They had Billy Delbaugh, dangerous receiver, down there on an island. He's had a quiet 2 weeks, but they tossed it back to him there, just right through his gloves.
Yeah, that's the kind of play you can't have when you're down like this in this kind of game. I mean, Billy, he definitely would have scored a touchdown there if he grabbed that. I mean, there was no one behind him other than that corner, and he was a good 7 yards behind him. And
he's got burners.
Yeah, we've seen many times that once Delbaugh gets in the open field, you're not catching him. So that was extremely unfortunate. That was a bad break there.
I mean, Delbaugh has looks from Penn State for track. He's a fast kid. And they're going to drop. Oh, looks like Nye's not going to have any time there. Looked like they were trying to throw down to Ryder Zolkowski down here towards the viewers, and just not enough time there. Tried to get Brett Nye out on the run, and yep, just didn't hold up for him.
Yeah, there was about 6 Bulldogs in on the sack there on Brett Nye, and they're punting here, so that's kind of a sign that you're a little bit giving up here. To go for this 4th and long here would be, if you don't get it, that would be just a killer. So we'll see if Brett Nye can get a clean punt off, maybe even a fake here.
Yeah, 4th and 16, you're backed up within your own goal. You just don't want to do that, but that's Anderson's going to recover that, and he's just going to step out of bounds. Looked like a host of Indians, among them 21 Joe Tarr was in good position for if Anderson wanted to turn that back inside.
Yeah, it was a nice booming punt there from Brett Nye, and not too much of a return, so only sets the Bulldogs up at their own 50-yard line. So we'll see how they handle this pretty good field position here, and not quite in a position to put it into a mercy rule yet, but they're up by 26. A score right here would put them up by 32 at least, and it would be, yeah, just extremely hard to come up.
Where he's going to motion Peacock across formation, back underneath to Allison. Allison is going to get a gain of 1. Good job by that front line, penetrating into the backfield, not being fooled by the misdirection that got the Indians earlier. And looks like the Indians are catching on. They got punched in the mouth early, but they're the defense is stiffening up here, which is good.
Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that obviously hindsight is 20/20, but you always want to make sure you make those adjustments early in the game before it is too late. And it looks like they are now, but it just might be too late.
Now they're going to motion Peacock back out there. They are in man coverage, wide open over the middle of the field.
Ooh.
Good job by number 1, Colin Baza, the senior, coming in at safety halfway through the season after Bainbridge had a bit of a health issue, couldn't make it out. So Baza's really played well, and he does a good job breaking that pass up.
Yeah, good shot there by Baza. Not sure the receiver would have caught the ball anyway, but Baza certainly let him know he was there with that nice pop in the back.
Now it looks like Jersey Shore's receiving the play. They've ran motion 2 plays in a row. I expect to see where he just kind of drops straight back here. It's 3rd and 8.
Yeah, only 5
Maybe
seconds
try
left on the play
Allison
clock
with
here.
how well he's been doing. They're going to motion number 13 across the formation, and it's going to be, oh, I'm sorry, Anderson checked in at quarterback. Didn't even see that, and he has daylight. Touchdown, Jersey Shore.
Yeah, Aaron Frash looked like he gave up a little bit there on the end of the play, jogging towards the quarterback, trying to get him on the ground, and that is just a killer.
Wow. I didn't even see that Anderson checked in at quarterback, but, you know, they had Anderson in earlier. He has 3 rushing touchdowns so far tonight. Had that speed option, or not, he had that speed option that he took to the front pylon on the right in the first quarter. Had a jet sweep to the left in the first quarter, and now he breaks a 48-yard run for a touchdown. Jersey Shore is rolling. Kick is up by Allison. Wobbles, but the kick is good. And with 9:15 left here in the second quarter, Jersey Shore leads your Shamokin Indians 33-0 here in the district championship game.
Yeah, that was an extremely impressive kick from their kicker there. That went above the crossbar, or not the crossbar, but the side. Yeah, went above the field goal, and that was pretty impressive there.
It's still, okay, so we're in the spot now. The Indians are down by a significant amount. You have no more time to try and get into a rhythm. You need to score. Every offensive drive, you need to score, control the ball, score, have the defense tighten things up here, not give up on big plays. And, you know, back in 2011, the last time the Indians made it into the district championship, they ended up beating Clearfield 27-26 in overtime. Maybe we'll see another classic tonight. I'm hoping. One can only be positive in a situation like this. Optimism here when you're down by this much is important, but 33-0 the Bulldogs lead.
Yeah, you get some extreme optimism here that we can. I'd start with an offensive touchdown first. We'll see if we can get that going.
Let's take a moment to recognize that they have Colin Cedar back, and they're going to kick right to Colin Cedar. Looks like they took Billy Delbaugh out of the return game.
Oh.
Cedar's going to have trouble fielding the ball and slip on that just offensive field. That
not
field
even
is so
sure
bad.
what their plan was there. They had Zolkowski out there. He had 3 guys that were right in front of him. Like, he could only choose one of them. Obviously, a blown assignment somewhere there on the kickoff team. And kickoff return all season has not been very good, just in general.
Just a breakdown in blocking assignments on a kick return, which that's so important. Kick returners are a different breed of human. You don't want to get them killed. Just missed assignments, and now they're going to hand off, looks like, to Frash. Nothing going there for Frash. He had that nice run earlier, which gave the Indians a bit of momentum, but ultimately squandered that drive, and now the Indians are lined up Ball still on the 17-yard line, 2nd and 10 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I'd like to see them throw some deep passes here. I mean, that's really your only chance, and you gotta allow Delbaugh and Zolkowski. He's not out there on this play, but Delbaugh and Zolkowski and Cedar to have some chances down the field.
Looks like they have a double wing. Max, Madden directly behind Brett. They're going to hand it right off to Madden. Madden's going to get a nice gain there. He's going to get that about to the 22-yard line, maybe a gain of 5.
And pretty nice run there by Madden. Hard running, and gains about 6 yards on that one. So brings up about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. So extremely important down here. I'd really like to see him throw the ball here.
Yeah, I mean, don't want to sound like a broken record. Indians have to get something here, because nothing's working right now. They have to get something. And now looks like they're going to come out in the wing T formation. They have Frash at the wing with Miller. They're going to drop straight back. They're looking for Zolkowski. Zolkowski's going to put his hand in the dirt. Nice job by Ryder Zolkowski. Got hit pretty hard from behind. Nice sportsmanship there from Owen Anderson, helping Zolkowski up after the play.
Yeah, great pitch and catch there from Nye to Zolkowski. Good job by Zolkowski, staying on his feet there, getting those few extra yards. And I was a little bit scared that the tackle from behind was going to pop the ball free, but he did a good job at holding on to the ball. So completes the first down play, and here comes a first down.
Strong right, wing to the right side, Madden directly back, but they're going to drop Nye back, and that ball is batted yet again. That's the second batted ball of the night, batted by the sophomore, number 44, Hayden Packer.
Yeah, that was an extremely dangerous throw there from Brett. It looks like there was only one of his receivers there. There was about 5 guys in the area of that throw, so not a high probability completion. And we'll see what happens on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they were just trying to hitch play. Well, they have 2 receivers out to the left side. Look for a route combination to that left side. Delbaugh is going to get it. Looked like a bit of a screen, but nothing there. Delbaugh is going to end up slipping on the 32-yard line. That's a loss of 5.
Yeah, I thought he definitely threw it backwards. I thought it maybe even could have been some sort of a double pass, but there was no receivers out there for him to even throw it to. So not sure exactly what the play design was there, but whatever it is, it didn't work.
Yep, looks like they were just trying to get a bubble screen out. If you have a team playing man coverage, maybe you can trip up that slot defender, but nothing there. I mean, Zolkowski laid a block, but it was just too much. The numbers weren't there. And looks like they're going to come out in that double wing formation. They have Zolkowski to the bottom of the that's going to be a pass interference call, of course. I mean, they were trying to go deep to Zolkowski. Zolkowski just gets flagrantly popped by Cooper Peacock, the sophomore. And, you know, Zolkowski 6'2", Peacock's 5'9". Definitely had a matchup that they liked there, but pass interference negates a good play. But they'll get 15 from this, and Indians first down, yeah.
Yeah, when I saw that, my first thought was that they clearly miscommunicated, but I don't think so. I think Ryder knew exactly where he was going, and the receiver, the defensive back just impeded him from where he was going, and maybe the field played a part in that too, not quite getting enough footing to overcome the interference. So good play there. Indians are going to pretty sure get a first down on that penalty. We'll see what
that
they
is a first down.
Call it.
It's going to be a first down here. Move the chains. The ball comes out between the 48 and 49-yard line. Still not into Jersey Shore territory. They were only in Jersey Shore territory once so far tonight. Resulted in a interception by the sophomore Brett Nye. Only 5 interceptions on the season. Had an excellent year. But they're going to come out now. We're going to see how the sophomore can lead this team. They have 2 wings. Zolkowski down to the right side. They're going to motion Paul. It's going to be a play action from Paul. Going to try to dump it underneath. Gets tipped yet again. That is the third tipped ball of the night, and that one's by 25. Number 25, Quincy Myers, defensive end.
Yeah, it was a good play design there. I had Brett rolling out to the right side, and Max was definitely open. Just a little bit of a dump pass, and they definitely would have completed it if it wasn't for that. Tip ball, and Jersey Shore's done a great job of getting their hands up in the throwing lanes tonight. Yeah,
just a levels concept there. You have somebody in the flat, somebody doing an out, and somebody going deep. Just nothing there. And bobble snap by Brett Nye.
Yeah, I saw that ball
So
there. Didn't quite see who got on top of it, but Jersey Shore thinks it's them.
not quite sure who's got the
And
ball.
it is, they are calling it Jersey Shore ball. So that is, I think, at least the 4th turnover here tonight already.
That's backbreaking.
Yeah, and that's at least the 2nd bad mishandled quarterback center exchange.
Yep.
Maybe even the 3rd. And really nothing has been working. Can't sugarcoat anything here. Nothing has been working for the Indians all night except for that one very long play to Ian Paul. And
Ladies
they
and
couldn't
gentlemen,
capitalize.
I mean, looks like they have a trips formation to the right side. They have Austin Bainbridge back at safety. Baza playing cornerback to the right side, down towards the bottom of the screen. And they're going to hand off to Allison. Allison's going to break it to the outside. Good pursuit by number 8, Austin Bainbridge. Excellent play there. Nothing, no gain for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
Yeah, Colton Lynch also came up there and made a nice tackle. I mean, that was a good play by both Bainbridge and Lynch there on the first down stop. Brings up a 2nd and long.
I've known Austin Bainbridge for a long time, and he's always had such a big heart. And he loves contact. Came in there, put his head down, let Allison know that he was there. They're going to line up in a trips to the left side where he's going to drop straight back. He's going to put the ball deep.
Ooh.
Oh, awesome coverage by number 1, Colin Baza. Thought he was going to Odell Beckham that ball for a hot second. But, yep, that's going to set up the Jersey Shore Bulldogs now off of the 4th turnover in 18 minutes by this Indians offense. 3rd and 10 now.
Yeah, that was a great coverage there by Baza. I mean, he was in amazing position, turned his head at just the right time, got his hands up there. Couldn't quite come away with the pick, but that would have been extremely impressive if he were to. And, again, that was an extremely great pass from their quarterback. Just couldn't quite complete the ball after great coverage.
Anderson's going to fake the handoff to Peacock, but nothing there. And who is it? Yet again, number 8, Austin Bainbridge.
Yeah, Austin and Baza making good plays these last two. Those mighty mini seniors out there making some good impact plays on this defense.
I mean, the both of them are, I believe, 5'4" to 5'6", around that range. They're definitely undersized, but their heart makes up for it. And now they're going to line up. Looks like Jersey Shore is going to punt here. A bit of some confusion on the field. 56 subs off, and they're going to put Zolkowski back deep with Baza. Looks like they're going to fake it.
Oh, they got him offsides. They got him. Number 45 there went offsides, and that's exactly what Jersey Shore was attempting to do there.
I believe
putting a quarterback under center and just doing a little bit of a hard count, and that's exactly what you can't do if you're the Indian defense.
I believe that's Knowledge Artist Jones jumping off sides. He's a sophomore. He's a physical player. Saw him down on junior high a couple years ago, and you know he's going to be a very good player for this Indians team in the future. But just jumps off side there. But they have him subbed in at defensive end.
Yeah, just a mental lapse there, and
still young.
Yeah, he almost made that play on that one right there. He almost made up for it, and couldn't quite make the arm tackle. And running back doesn't get quite much more past the line of scrimmage, so it brings up about a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8, just a mental lapse by a young kid, but he comes out and he makes up for it there. So it's going to be a spread formation. They're going to motion Peacock across the formation. They're going to hand off to Peacock. Peacock with open field. Excellent job by number 23, Ian Paul, number 13, Ryder Zolkowski, and number 3, Colton Lynch. A bit of there's some extra going on there after the whistle. Indians obviously frustrated with the way this game has gone, and you see it right there.
Yeah, clearly a little bit of frustration coming out there, and I'd like to see Ryder coming in as second defender to the ball, trying to rip that ball out of the running back. You need anything you can, especially turnover would be huge right now. And good attempt by Ryder, couldn't quite get the ball out, and but overall good play by the defense.
Now it looks like they're going to line up. They have a tight slot to the right side. It's going to be a bunch to the right side.
I think Jersey Shore just called a timeout. That is their first of the half, I believe.
First of the half, yes.
Yep, before this pretty
critical.
Not super crucial, but yeah.
Critical third down.
Yeah, big third down for this drive here.
I mean, I think Jersey Shore, there's a lot of people out there who say, oh, the game is over. The game is not over yet. I give the Indians the benefit of the doubt. I've seen the Indians drop 28 points in one quarter. They're down by 33. The Indians can still come back. It's not out of reach just yet. You have to stay optimistic. But as of right now, the Indians have to make a big play here on defense. Got a stoppage here so far. It is 3rd and 6. So looks like Jersey Shore is going to come out. They have a bunch slot to the right side. They're going to motion Peacock across formation again. Now makes a trip. So where he's going to roll out to the right side. He's going to take off with the ball, and that is going to be. Is that going to be enough for the first down? That is enough for the first down. Move the chains on 3rd and 6. Now the Bulldogs are threatening. They score here. I would say that it's effectively over. Mercy rule goes into effect after 35 points. 3:41 left here in the second quarter. Indians need to make an answer here.
And you got to say, I mean, that was a good adjustment by the Jersey Shore offense. Obviously not looking when they saw from the defense or something like that, and they called the timeout, got their right play in, and it paid off.
Hand off to Allison. Allison.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just does not go down on the first tackle ever. I mean, 2 guys were around him. And on this slippery field, I mean, obviously they are used to playing on it, but it is still not easy. And this number 7 has just extremely been impressive tonight.
Yeah, Allison's been having himself a game. Now they're going to line up, and it trips to the left side. They're going to hand off to Allison again. Allison's going to break open. Touchdown, Jersey Shore. And it is now 39-0 here with 3:19 left here in the second quarter. The Indians are down now by 39 points.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there, and that score does put it into the mercy roll. Yeah, as you said, and just, I mean, there's nothing you can say other than nothing has gone right for the Indians. 4 turnovers, a bad punt, multiple botched kickoff returns, and they just haven't been able to get any kind of rhythm on either side of the ball at all here tonight. Other than that one big play to Ian Paul, really nothing positive has happened. Other than, honestly, a bright spot tonight is the corners have played extremely well, honestly. I mean, they did complete some long, deep balls, but overall their corners have been extremely impressive to me tonight.
Jersey Shore has about 350 yards of total offense here and we're 21 minutes into the game. You know, we're rounding out the second quarter here, and we're watching the Indian season slowly slip away. They've had an excellent year, one of the best years that the Indians have had under the Hynoski regime, and you know, there's a lot of positives to take away from this experience. You know what it's like to be in this big of a stage, this big of a game, but just the Indians came out flat tonight, and the scoreboard certainly shows so far.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, is once this game does get out of hand, as you can tell it is now, you'd like to see how much heart, how much fight this Indians team has. Obviously, knowing there is no tomorrow after this game. This is going to be the last game either way. Well, not either way, but as of now, it's going to be the last game either way. And you'd like to see just the Indians have some heart, have some fight, and continue to not just lay down and give up. Even though it seems improbable, you have to keep doing your best. You have to keep trying, just so you can go and hang your heads high going into that locker room.
Allison does a pretty excellent squib kick there. Ball hit at about the 25-yard line and rolled all the way down to the 5 before Cedar got it. And there was some extracurricular activity going on in that play, so that's going to draw a penalty. The Indians crowd obviously got up for that play, so we'll see what the penalty is and how it will be assessed.
Yeah, I didn't quite see what happened, but I would have to assume it's some sort of a frustration coming from the Indians there, and that's exactly what you don't want to see. When you know you're down, doing extracurricular stuff like that doesn't help anything. It just makes you seem like a little bit of sore losers, and you don't want that kind of perception around you. You just want to go out playing the game right.
Man, that's going to back the Indians up to about the 13, 14-yard line. And now, I'd say 13-yard line. Now the Indians are going to have to make something happen here. Backed up into their own end zone with a poor field. Indians are going to line up in a wishbone formation, tight end to the left side. Referee stoppage here. Play will resume here at Jersey Shore. Nye under center. Nye is going to hand off to number 4, Aaron Frash. Nothing going on there for Aaron Frash. Looks like somebody's helmet is off.
Yeah, it looks like certainly getting a little chippy out there. But, again, when you give those carries to a back like Aaron Frash, where he's very powerful, obviously, but you can't get any head of steam, you can't get any power going if you're met as soon as you get to the line of scrimmage by a bunch of defenders. You don't have any time to get those legs turning, to get enough time to gain a head of steam so you can show your power. So that kind of stuff hasn't been working. Again, sound like a broken record saying it hasn't been working all night, but it's true.
Just nothing going for the Indians, and it's a frustrating thing to watch, and it's a frustrating thing to experience. You know, when you're in a game where nothing is going right for you, it is, like I said earlier, it's demoralizing. And, you know, the Indians have to dig deep in their gut here and find what motivates them, especially these seniors. You know, this is looking like it's it. And these seniors need to enjoy every moment, you know. So the Indians are going to line up here, tight end to the left side, power I right. They may be going back to that left side. Nope, they're going to go to the power I right. And it's going to be a gain of about 1 by number 34, Max Madden. Madden comes up limping there. Looks like he might have gotten rolled up on. You know, just nothing going on tonight, Jim. It's just been a...
really hasn't. I would like to see them try to get the passing game fired up a little bit. If nothing else, get your young guys experience in a game of this with an opponent that's this good. Just get experience slinging the ball out there. Get some rapport going. It looks like both sides went offsides at pretty much the exact same time. Looked like Micah Miller and one of the Jersey Shore defensive linemen jumped off at the exact same time, so I'm not sure how they're going to call it. And they do call it encroachment on the Bulldogs, so a bit of a break there because Micah Miller clearly had a false start, but he got bailed out by the Bulldog defensive lineman going offsides first.
That's on number 55, Colin Samar, right over the ball, nose guard, and he jumped. So they're going to motion Frash across the formation. It's going to be a pass play. Nye with heavy pressure behind him.
Ooh. Wow.
Looks like it got tipped again.
Yeah, again, another tip pass that was more of almost directly to him. He probably didn't even see him there, honestly, overlooking him. Obviously, he saw Paul in the flats there trying to get the ball to him and just didn't quite work out. The Jersey Shore defender almost came up with a pretty amazing interception there. Couldn't quite come down with it. So it brings up super important 3rd and 5.
Nye had heavy pressure behind him there. Gonna
Yeah,
line
he really
up
did.
back.
I'm surprised he even got that one off.
Back under center. They're going to hand off to Paul. Paul had that big reception earlier. Paul's running hard. Ian Paul with the Shamokin Indians, first down.
Yeah, you can tell he's not going to go quietly into that good night. It's obvious. You can sense that this is most likely going to be his last game. And any positive things you can take out of this last game, especially for a leader and such an important player like Ian Paul, you'd like to see him fight until the end like this.
Keep an eye on number 68, Hunter Rodarmel, too. He told me if it's his last game, he's going to ball out. And he doesn't care what's going to happen. He's gonna do what he needs to do. So keep an eye on him tonight. That's going to be a handoff to number 34, Max Madden. Modest gain of 4 yards there. Just a simple run right up the gut.
Yeah, we've seen many seniors make an impact already here tonight. You were just mentioning Hunter Rodarmel and talking about Ian Paul and Micah Miller, and we've seen Colin Baza and Austin Bainbridge both make impact plays on their side of the ball too. So seniors have really made an impact here tonight.
Looks like they're going to line up here. They have Billy Delbaugh on the wing. Look for him to do a speed option. Nope, they're going to put him in the flats. Going to do an out and up. Brett's going to roll out. Brett's going to try and put the ball downfield just out of bounds. Zolkowski tried to make a play on it. If he would have caught that ball, Zolkowski would have had every college in the country calling for him.
Yeah, that certainly would have been an amazing catch. Pretty good play there, honestly, by Brett to even get the ball out and have it semi-accurate. Obviously not quite on target. That was an extremely hard ball to put in a good place there. Zolkowski can't quite come up with the connection and brings up 3rd and 7, looks like, here for the Indians.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 here.
Yeah, I'd like to see them at least have 2 receivers out here. I mean, you got nothing to lose at this point.
No, he's been throwing with real heavy pressure all night. Yet again, guy in his face, and it is underthrown, picked off by number 15, Owen Anderson. knocked out of bounds by the quarterback, Brett Nye. And that is Brett Nye's second interception in the game. Last time they played Jersey Shore, Nye also had 2 interceptions. When you have guys in your face when you're trying to throw and you're under that heavy of pressure, basically every time you drop back, you know, I can't fault Brett. You know, he's trying to do something with the ball. When you're down by 40 points, let the ball fly.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how much you can put that one on Brett there. I was watching Delbaugh when he threw that, and he never looked back for the ball. So definitely a bit of miscommunication there. Brett obviously had to get it out earlier than he would have liked with all the pressure, and Delbaugh just never saw it coming. And
what a
there
throw,
is
what
a
a
completed
catch.
deep ball by Jersey Shore. Another one. That was an amazing pitch and catch there. This Jersey Shore quarterback has just been dropping dimes all night.
Caden Hess on the catch. You can't knock that catch either. And, you know, I said during the regular season, the 7-0 Jersey Shore Bulldogs, their quarterback, Wary, 15 touchdowns to 1 interception. He has just played an incredible game tonight, and they're going to hand off to Allison, who's also had an excellent game on offense. No, I'm sorry, that is not Allison. That's number 13. He reverses field. Looks like Cedar may have been getting held on that side that he reversed to, but it didn't matter. It is now 46-0 here.
Yeah, I mean, 46 points and a half is just insane. Especially you still have, I think, a few minutes left
31
here.
seconds
31
left.
seconds, not much, but yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Brady Johnson on that touchdown. They actually have him down as a quarterback and a strong safety. The sophomore. It was a nice run. Showed a lot of potential there. I feel like he could be an excellent player once Wary graduates. But we'll have to wait and see how the Bulldogs build up for next season. They're moving on to the state playoffs. Don't mean to talk too early, but it is now 47-0 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
Looked like the Indians did get a little bit of a hand on that extra point, but it didn't matter. Still went through the post. Jersey Shore's kicker has been doing pretty good tonight.
Just nothing for the Indians so far tonight, and at this point, you don't want it to be embarrassing. So at this point, it's crucial that these Indians just stay up, because this game could easily get to 60 points if the Indians don't stay in this game mentally.
Yeah, and you have to assume the teams are going to put in their backups relatively soon, so the point total might not grow too much more. Yeah. But either way, it's going to be.
Expect to see some second half substitutions on both sides of the ball.
Definitely.
For both teams. Now, Allison's just going to line up here. Looks like he's going to kick it deep, the lefty. Not often you see a lefty kicker, but Allison is going to line up with the boot. He's going to put that back to about the 20-yard line, and that is going to be fielded by number 13, Ryder Zolkowski. Zolkowski trying to make something happen. He's going to be tackled at about the 29-yard line by a host of Bulldogs.
Yeah, probably only going to run one more play before the end of the half here.
Not looking good, but Indians going to come out here. Looks like they have the personnel in for the wing tee. They are going to run the wing tee. It's going to be tight end to the right side, wing to the left side, Paul to the left side. It's going to be a handoff directly up the middle to Madden. Madden's going to keep his legs going. Nice hard run by Max Madden, and that's going to be enough for an Indians first down. Max Madden putting the team on his back there on that play.
Yeah, so that looks like it's likely. I think actually Indians might have called a timeout there. The clock is not running. Oh, nope, they did not. The clock is still running, so might get one more play in here.
I think that's about it for this half.
So I think it'd be a good time to mention some of our crew here helping us out tonight. We got Joshua Bayshore, Kate Amato, Rosalind Kane, and Porter Kramer from the AV department. They're doing a great job helping us put on this production here tonight. And also a few shout-outs that a few people asked me to do. Shout-out Marshall Buggy, Emma Laughlin, Sophie Rosnock, and Devin Pikevich.
Shout-out Ace Loud. That's my dog. You know, thank you guys for viewing. So coming into at the end of the first half here, it is 47-0. Jersey Shore Bulldogs lead. See you in 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll see you. Ready? All right, go ahead. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the second half of this District 4 championship game between the Jersey Shore Bulldogs and the Shamokin Area Indians, with the score being 47-0 in favor of the top-seeded Bulldogs, as I'm joined again by Nathan Grimes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your 15 minutes to go make some popcorn here for this second half. Not as an exciting game as we were expecting. Jersey Shore took a pretty hot lead in the first half. Sorry, I can't talk. I take off for 15 minutes. Yeah. But so 47-0 here. We lost our scoreboard cam, but we'll just relay the message to you. We'll give you updates.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get the idea, and we might be able to get a scoreboard actually up on the screen, so it might be good either way. So getting ready to start the second half here. Getting a little bit colder out here in the bleachers as the second half is kicked off.
And that's going to be Allison kicking off back deep. Zolkowski's going to return it. Breaks an arm tackle, but an ankle tackle comes in there from a Jersey Shore defender.
Yeah, he had a lot of room there. If he didn't, if he was reversing field there was no one out on that left side of the field. So if he wouldn't have got tripped up by his ankle there on that tackle, I think he might have had a big gain.
Yeah, it looked promising. It did. Now the Indians are going to set up more to the right side of the field on the 25-yard line. They're going to break the huddle. Nice to see that you still have your first team guys back in there. So they're going to have a wing T. Wing on the right side. They're going to hand off to Madden, the junior. Madden's going to run hard for a nice little gain there. Gain of possibly 3 to 4.
Yeah, pretty decent start there. Pretty good push by the offensive line. Again, continue to see hard running from Madden. I don't think, for a kid like him, I know him pretty well. You're never going to see him quit. He's gonna run hard until the clock hits 0. So you like to see that out of your players.
I mean, Madden's the type of kid that comes out at 5 a.m. and goes for a run before he goes to school. He just expects excellence of himself. So I expect him to play hard the rest of the night. That's just going to be a handoff to Frash. Not much there, and that's going to set the Indians up with a 3rd and 6.
A pretty important 3rd and 6 here for Indians' momentum coming out of the halftime. Obviously, wins highly improbable, but you definitely any sort of positive thing you can take going into next year would be wonderful, especially in a game as big as the district championship game. You can say, hey, we had a good bit of momentum going in a district championship game, and that's something you can take back to the locker room.
They're going to drop Nye back. Nye underthrows the ball. Looks like they were setting up a screen there. You know, the thing is, when you're dropping back all night, he's had heavy pressure in his face. Probably wanted to get that ball out because on a screen, you don't have all your offensive linemen. The offensive linemen typically release on a screen, especially a halfback screen. So he knew that he was getting pressure. Could have been something that was just in the back of his mind, and that's what caused the poor throw there.
Yeah, clearly just a missed throw there by Brett Nye. Had some pressure in his face as well, so you can understand. But pretty good punt there, again, from Brett.
That's going to be Anderson returning
big hit
that.
Down there.
And he's going to take that. Brett Nye running him down.
Ooh. Wow.
Nye with an excellent job to slow Anderson down long enough to get number 4, Aaron Frash, into aid a hand there.
Yeah,
but, man, that's a good
go
play.
Down there.
Yeah. What a great play by number 15, Owen Anderson.
Yeah, there was a huge collision right as he caught the ball. I thought it was him getting hit, but it turns out it was just Hunter Rodarmo hitting one of the defenders. And, again, that's where you see he makes an impact. Hunter Rodarmo certainly not one to give up, and he laid a big lick on one of the defenders, but it didn't matter. They sprung a nice one all the way down to about the 7-8 yard line, looks like.
Trips to the left. They're going to hand off to Allison. Allison, nothing there. Good stop by that defense. In on the play, number 14, senior, Micah Miller, and number 8, also a senior, Austin Bainbridge.
Yeah, as we've said repeatedly here, the seniors have made a big impact tonight, and you love to see that out of their final game of their high school careers.
They're just going to motion Anderson across. Anderson's going to get it out to what looks like the 2-yard line, very close to the pylon there before he was brought down by a host of Indians. And just a solid play. Looks like Austin Bainbridge was in on that play as well. Bainbridge has been having himself a night on defense.
Yeah, he really has. You can tell he's given it all out there tonight in his district championship game, and it brings up 3rd and goal at about the 1 yard line here. So, yeah, it would go a long way to show the Indians' guts and resilience here to put together a stop here on the goal line.
Offset eye. They're going to hand off to Allison. What a play.
Yeah.
Austin Bainbridge, oh my goodness, having himself a night tonight. In the first half, had a multitude of great defensive plays, and here in the second half, he's a shining star on this team so far in terms of grit and the proper mentality to just keep his head in this game.
Yeah, he shot that gap like a racehorse, and he laid a big lick on that running back and prevented him from gaining any yardage. Might have even lost a little bit there.
Tight end to the left. They're going to motion number 24. It's going to be a toss sweep to Allison. Great defensive stop there.
I don't think
by
he
the
got
Indians.
there.
He did not get in. He is short. That's a great job. In on the play, number 68, Hunter Road Armel. Number 4, Aaron Frash.
Yeah, and he was just inches short there on that carry. And again, you love to see the defense not giving up, having that resiliency to care enough to stop them on that 4th and goal. That meant nothing in terms of the overall score of the game, but like it means something for your pride when you do stuff like that at the end of the game.
It does. But now the Indians, who had 4 turnovers in the first half, a multitude of blocked passes, heavy pressure on the quarterback, not much going for the running game today. Just not many positives. They're lined up on the 6-inch line.
Yeah. And as we've seen, the quarterback center exchange has been a little bit off here tonight, but they get it through cleanly there, and they hand it off to Madden for a nice about a 5-yard gain there to get them out of their own end zone.
Yeah, give Madden a nice little 7-yard gain there. You know, I was very nervous. You hate to be backed up on the 6-inch line. I mean, especially after a night that this team is having. Great job. I'm sure some bad thoughts were crossing their minds as to what could have happened there, but it all worked out. So they're going to go tight into the right side. Power eye left. Madden directly in the back. They're going to hand it off to Max Madden. Nothing going on there. That defensive line just penetrated and met Madden in the backfield for no gain.
Yeah, Jersey Shore's had a good defensive line for years, and they've never been super big, but, I mean, man, they're strong and they're smart and they're powerful, and they know how to get to where they need to be, and they've showed it repeatedly again here tonight.
Jersey Shore has never been the biggest team. They've never been the fastest team, but they always have the athletes, and they use their athletes so well, and that's why you see a team like this. And, you know, they're going to line up again, going to drop nice straight back. He threw it. He only had one route really there. If you call a one-route play, it really limits your options, I guess, when you pass, and had to throw it into a crowd of Jersey Shore defenders.
Yeah, here comes a dangerous punting situation for the quarterback here, Brett Nye, backed up in his own end zone, and you've seen, I don't recall him getting a punt blocked all season, so obviously has not occurred. If it has not occurred often at all, but certainly you have to be wary of that when you're backed up in your own end zone.
Nye's going to put, ooh, that was close. Very close.
He might have touched that.
I think number 13 put his hands on that ball. Didn't matter. Play was called dead, but good awareness there by Colin Cedar. Probably thought that he touched the ball, went up for it, but no cigar there on a smoking-free campus, so we can't quite have cigars. But I'm pretty sure that he touched the ball regardless. So play was called dead. And now that is going to set up Jersey Shore in Indians territory on what looks like the 47-yard line.
So, again, that was very close to being blocked there by Brett Nye. And, honestly, 13 might have put his hands on it there, but obviously there's no replay in high school. So, whatever the refs calls goes. And, again, wouldn't have mattered too much. But
motion to Peacock, that's a fumble. And Micah Miller, number 14, recovered that. The Indians, after a punt, actually turned into a 50-yard pass in a way. Indians get it out at midfield. They really do. I mean, that worked out
like
perfectly.
Off the punt anyway. So
yeah.
Great play. Great job by Micah Miller having the awareness to fall on that ball. And Ian Paul looked like he was in about to be would have made the tackle there if the ball was handed off cleanly. So great play by both of them being in the right spot at the right time. And this would go a long way for the Indians here to put together a score off of a momentum type play like that when the starters are still in the game.
And, everything works itself out in the great game of football. Thought he might have muffed that punt, but they ended up getting the ball back. So now Billy Delbaugh's in the slot. Ryder Zolkowski split out at wide receiver. They're gonna call for a motion. Looks like some confusion there. Looked like they were going to try and go for a screen pass there to Billy Delbaugh. Knowing Coach Hynoski, he was probably going to try and have Billy show that arm off, get Zolkowski going deep. Who knows? But Hyno didn't like what he saw and called a timeout. Now it's 2 timeouts left with 5:32 left here in the third quarter. Your score is still 47-0 Jersey Shore Bulldogs lead.
Yeah, and there was definitely some yelling there from the Shamokin sidelines. You can tell Hynoski, they were screaming for Delbaugh to go a little bit wider out in the formation. And by the time he listened and actually got wider, it was too late. And Hynoski decided to burn the timeout there to make sure you get in the right play and execute your plays correctly, and which, honestly, at this point is all you can hope for.
And it looked like Frash actually had a mental lapse while he was in the backfield. Nye calls motion. Frash doesn't move. So, yeah, just an overall poor execution of a play that was stopped by now the third-year coach, Coach Hynoski. Great job by him here in his third year to recognize that. Looks like they're going to run the same play, and now they're going to send Paul in motion. Delbaugh is going to throw.
Oh. And
yeah,
wow.
That is intercepted. Nothing working off there. But, I mean, that was exactly what I was expecting. It was going to be a pass out to just the way it looked. And
yeah, and Delbaugh just hesitated way too much.
Just held on to it, tried to get the ball out, 5-yard pass, pick.
Yeah, in that situation, even if Zolkowski is covered, you just have to throw it up there at that point. Like those kind of trick plays, you can't hold the ball like that when obviously the corner is going to be on you already, knowing that you have the ball. So you just got to chuck it up there and give Zolkowski a chance to make the play there.
Well, I'll tell you this. When everybody wants to be a quarterback until they touch the ball, and you have about 7 guys coming at your throat and they want blood. So it's a scary thing. You saw Delbaugh pull up, and he was getting hit as he threw. 4-yard pass got picked off. Jersey Shore now has the ball. Going on second down here, just a small handoff to Allison. I have a feeling they're just going to run this clock out. No need for anything flashy when you're up by 47 with 4:42 left now in the third quarter. It's just going to be a sweep. Sweep. The Indians' defense very slow to react. Brady Jordan, the sophomore, he's had himself a few runs tonight, a few plays on defense, and yeah, not a bad carry by the sophomore.
Yeah, I agree with your point there. Everyone thinks they can do someone else's job better until they actually have the chance to do it, and that certainly applies to life and football here. And you definitely see some substitutions occurring now on the Jersey Shore side of the ball at the very least. Number 2 coming in for the first time, I think, all night, gets the carry. And, yeah, Jersey Shore definitely has some guys in there I haven't seen so far tonight, so they are letting up a little bit as this third quarter dwindles down. Like you said, about 3 minutes left remaining in the quarter. Brings up second and short.
I have a bit of an interesting point here. After Jordan finishes his play, man, this drive, he's really impressed me tonight. But I think a very interesting thing to say here in the third quarter, I was just thinking about it. Coach Hynoski, in all of his playoff losses, has not scored a touchdown. He hasn't. Danville made it to the second round of districts my junior year, his first year. Lost your senior year. We lost 17-0.
Remember it very
Cold,
well.
Horrible night. Last year against Montoursville, first round of the playoffs. 42-0 was your final there, and now your score is going to be 53-0 with 2:58 left. This is certainly his worst playoff loss as a coach that he's had. Not being critical of him at all when I say this. I'm just bringing up, they've failed to score at all in any of his playoff losses.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I think that's an interesting statistic.
You can certainly make the argument this is the best team he's had to face in the playoffs as well. But yeah, interesting trend there as you mentioned. But that was a great run there. Just kind of glossed over that, but another great run by Jersey Shore. They've had many great plays tonight. I mean, Shamokin obviously hasn't played their best, but you got to give credit where credit is due. I mean, Jersey Shore, they just look like world beaters out here. I mean, every level, their running backs, their line, their quarterback, their receivers, they have made plays just about every position tonight, and they are no joke. They are a great team.
They're so sharp. First game that the Indians played them, the Indians lost 41-7. And it was out of hand in the first half, but I believe going into halftime it was 29-0 if my memory doesn't fail me. So obviously the score is significantly worse, 54-0 here. But I think this team or the Montoursville team that the Indians played last year, Montoursville made a pretty solid run last year as well, and it just seems like the Indians are outmatched for whatever reason. When they get to the playoffs, it just seems in these big games they just failed to show up. And Coach Hynoski's turning around a program that was notoriously bad for years. Just a string of coaches. I had 3 coaches in 4 years. Now Zolkowski's going to return this here. Zolkowski's going to break it into open field. Ryder Zolkowski
there he goes.
Ran down by number 7, Allison. Knocked down. And that is what the Indians needed on this, to start this next drive. They get a kickstart right into Jersey Shore territory. That's an excellent job there.
Yeah,
excellent job.
They really did. I mean, last time, I'm pretty sure it was last time they had a kickoff return. We mentioned how they really hadn't had any good kickoff returns all season of any real impact. And there it is, the very next kickoff return. Zolkowski breaks a big one. So credit to him for, again, staying out there and staying headstrong.
Absolutely.
And giving it his all out there.
They're going to come out in that wishbone formation. Now he's going to come straight back with heavy pressure. Max tries to get the pass. Seemed like it was a bit too far outside. He falls while he's making the catch. But back to Coach Hynoski real quick. He's turning this program around. It's going in the right direction. I mean, 3 years. He's had 3 district playoff berths. Now we're in the district championship. Haven't been here in 9 years. I think we all need to take a moment, recognize his score, but also appreciate, look at where we're at and look at where he's taken us.
Yeah, the fact that we're even here is saying something.
Yeah.
Obviously, not a great showing, but again, as we repeatedly mentioned, Jersey Shore is a great team.
But, I mean, the Indians are showing heart, and, even though change takes a long time, and I think we've seen that certainly in our society, just in general, change takes a long time, but the Indians are trending in the right direction, and I wouldn't be surprised if in 2 years, for Brett's senior year, we see the Indians back here, and it may be a different result. So, definitely a bright future for the Indians here. Losing some big seniors, but they'll have plenty of players to step in. They're going to have Nye drop straight back. Nye breaks out of the pocket. Not much there. He gets sacked again. Jersey Shore's defense tonight has been relentless, and on the sack, number 60, give Mr. Caden Smith the sack. Defensive end, 6'1", 225.
Yeah, that was a big hit there. He landed all of his body weight on Brett Nye there. Good to see him pop right back up, and he's a tough kid. He's a big kid. Yeah, good to see him keep fighting out there, and now brings up a 4th down really long, so going to punt the ball away. And as we mentioned, every time he comes up to punt, he's been a really good punter for the team this year.
And now, with 34 seconds left, this whole quarter is just going to fly by because really it's a did he touch it? Did he touch it? Not quite sure, but it looks like it's fielded by Jordan. And he's going to get tackled out to the 25-yard line. And,
Indians might have missed an opportunity to jump on that ball there, but Jersey Shore picks it up, gets maybe a net positive gain, 5 yards on that punt return. So good play by them, staying aware, staying alert, and again, credit to them for staying in this game and fighting their tails off, even though they're already up by a very large margin.
Yeah, and I mean, Jersey Shore is going to line up here in that spread offense. Ooh, bad snap. Micah Miller is so upset. He knows he had that one. Look at him.
Yeah, it did look like I'm pretty sure it's their backup quarterback in there now. And for his first snap, he doesn't get quite a kind bounce there, but he gets bailed out by the penalty.
Wary's played an excellent game. Number 17, Brandon Wary, he's a senior. He had an excellent regular season, and tonight, some of the balls that he threw, I mean, Jersey Shores is always guaranteed to have hard-nosed kids and a really good quarterback. Another bad snap, nothing going on there for number 18, Nicholas Williams. He's a freshman, definitely greener than the grass out there here early. He's probably seeing his first varsity action, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, they have been up significantly in a lot of games, so who knows, but it certainly has not been kind to him so far out there. 2 plays, a fumble, and a sack, so he's getting his first taste of varsity ball, and hopefully it doesn't seem like he's enjoying it too much out there, but they are winning, so who knows.
Yeah, I mean, it's 50. They're up 54.
Yeah, can't be having too bad of a time out there.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we have a stoppage here because it is the end of the third quarter. Jersey Shore Bulldogs lead 54-0. Shamokin Indians see the dying hours of their season. Positive things are Brett Nye, excellent season. I believe 14 touchdown passes to only 5 interceptions, 6 interceptions. He played great, 1,200 yards passing this season. Max Madden has to be up near the 1,000-yard mark rushing. He had himself a pair of touchdowns throughout the year, and he's going to be a senior next year. He'll definitely be the leader of this team. And overall, just a lot of young kids that have a lot of heart. And, people like Colton Lynch, Corey Adams. That sophomore class, I think, is going to be a very special class. Ryder Zolkowski, it's a very special class that they have coming up through. And if you look, we also have, looks like Knowledge Artist Jones in at middle linebacker. Jersey Shore is going to break it out. Big run. Rumble, little man, Rumble, number 22. Gabe Andrus has him here at 5'9". Looks more like 5'6" to me, but excellent run there.
Yeah, and definitely you can see a lot of substitutions in there for both sides. Looks like they are keeping the majority of the seniors in there. You can see Colin Baza, Ian Paul, Micah Miller, all those guys still out there. You can see that they're probably begging to stay out there, given that this is their last game. Got to see every bit of action you can. I mean, this is the last time you're ever going to put on a high school uniform, so I like to see that heart out of them.
I'll say this: the quarterback, Nicholas Williams, looks like he has some wheels. As a freshman, you want to get the kid some experience. We'll see how the arm is. Probably not tonight, but I look forward to seeing number 18's future here at Jersey Shore. It's going to be a simple handoff here. Speaking of future, definitely a future defensive leader coming in on that tackle, number 3, Colton Lynch. Excellent play there.
Yeah, also a great play there by Hunter Rold-Armel. He kind of smothered the running back there, rolled over him a little bit. He liked to see Hunter leaving it all out there. And as we continue to talk about the senior class, I think I was just thinking about this. This is definitely got to be one of the more successful senior classes in recent memory in terms of overall record in their 4 years. And I think that's no small feat there.
No, absolutely. I mean, thinking about it, I believe my senior class had 3 wins between 3 different coaches before, or no. Yeah, 3 wins between 3 different coaches before Coach Hynoski came in.
Yep.
And
my class as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is definitely, they were here to see the change. And that's something that all of these seniors are going to be able to take with them for the rest of their lives. And hopefully one day when the Indians are making a state run, they'll know that they helped kickstart a momentous change in program history.
Yeah, I think especially in college programs, when you see a turnaround, there's always one class that's special that you can point to as the one that turned the program around. And I think this might be the one for Shamokin. And definitely, as you talked about, the sophomores as well have a chance to be really special.
Well, Nicholas Williams apparently is going to be one of those utility players for Jersey Shore in the future, because that punt went about 50 yards straight up in the air and also had good distance, about 40, 50 yards. A perfect hang time on it, too.
Yeah, that
Great
was
job.
a really good boot there. Wasn't paying attention too much. I was talking a little bit about the senior class, but, I mean, yeah, that was a great kick.
Yeah, it was, I think all in all, especially with this senior class, it's a hard loss. It's a tough loss. And I think in games like these, you don't really, you remember the score because it hurts. But I think you focus more on that last snap, because football's a violent game, and any snap could be your last snap. And when you're coming down to the end of your football career, I'm sure there's not many seniors who are moving on to play ball in college. And as you move towards these final snaps of your career, it becomes very real, and it's a very hard thing to digest. And my heart goes out for these seniors, because it's a hard year. Season was cut short, but they came out with such resilience, such grit, and the toughness, the sheer fortitude that they showed this whole season. I have to commend them for that.
Yeah, and honestly, it's amazing that they're even playing this season. So, and it's absolutely, it's wonderful that they even got to come out here this season at all and put the pads on with all this coronavirus stuff going on, obviously. And it's really good to see them out there and get their senior year experience. It may not have been the full experience, especially with some games being taken out and obviously the cold bucket game not being played, but still. Definitely, you got to experience this playoffs basically as a normal year. Not as many fans as usual, but I think as they'll tell you that, I mean, obviously you like seeing fans in the stands. I mean, that's obvious, hearing the fans behind you. But, I mean, just getting out there to be on the field is a huge part of it.
Absolutely. Now the Indians are going to come out. It's going to be the wing T formation. They're going to thrash on the wing. And it's going to be a trap play to Ian Paul. Ian Paul's going to put his shoulder down. The senior puts his shoulder down. Nice. That looked like probably a 23 crossbuck trap. You just have the quarterback reverse pivot, hand off underneath, get a pulling guard to go in and plug the linebacker, and it really opens up the field for the running back. And, yeah, I love that play design. It always pops big, and Ian Paul just made a nice gain out of it. Now the Indians are going to come out. It's going to be tight end to the right side, wing to the left. Looks like Corey Adams is in at the wing. And they're just going to hand it off to number 23, Ian Paul again. And if you look over on the other side of the field, shout out to my man Hunter Rodar, almost slamming that Jersey Shore player down on the ground there, getting that extra work, and he told me he was going to make the most of it. So,
yeah, he looks like he's certainly doing that here tonight. Him along with Ian and Micah are definitely making a huge impact. And again, mentioned Austin Bambridge having probably the game of his career out here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, what a way to seal it. And now Indians going to come out wing to the right side. They're going to hand off to Ian Paul again, letting him get his chunk of yardage here tonight, get him some carries after all that he's done for this team this season and in his whole career. Certainly one of the leading tacklers, I have to assume. I mean, he's gotten close to the century mark for tackles multiple times, and he's just a force of a player out there, and it's nice to see him get some carries here in the final moments of his career as an Indian. So, Indians yet again going to come out. They have tight end to the right.
And you like to see that. I mean, especially in a game that's out of hand, you want to get all your guys some experience, especially the younger guys that.
It's going to be a handoff to Paul up the middle. Nothing there. Ran into his own lead blocker and got caught up there. So, nice stoppage there by the Jersey Shore defense. A lot of their second stringers are in against the Shamokin Indians. Most of the Shamokin Indians first team. And just a good stoppage there. So that's going to set up 3rd and 4. Indians are going to break the huddle. Tight end to the left side, wing to the left side. They have Paul directly back. Paul is going to get the call to carry the ball, and he's going to take that out to the 47, 48-yard line.
And he gained them all.
And he gained all the yards that he needed to get a first down.
First
down, Shamokin Indians.
And I took notice of the 2 plays ago that Hunter Rodarmal and Riley Macaluso driving their guy about 15 yards down the field, reminiscent of some Michael Orr in the blind side taking this guy out to the bus. And
I told him it was time to go home, Coach. Yeah, he's such a fun player to watch, Hunter. He just, look at him driving him. I mean, Hunter's just such a fun player to watch. I'm going to miss watching him, one of my best buddies.
Yeah, I would bet everything I had on him giving his all for the rest of the night.
Yeah. One of my best friends, and, you know, it's been a pleasure to watch him on this field, been a pleasure to play with him. And it's a bittersweet moment watching him play these last snaps, as I'm sure it is for his family as well. It goes out to all the seniors here. And they still have Michael Miller in. Looks like they subbed Ian Paul out, but they do have Knowledge Artist Jones back there. But they're going to hand off to number 17, Wade Allman.
Ooh.
Allman gets popped.
Wow, he just got taken backwards. I mean, his feet came off the ground and his back hit before his feet. So you know that's an impressive tackle there. And he is a wrestler, so he's tough. He can take that kind of stuff, but that was a big hit.
And it looks like now the Indians have subbed in all but one senior, or subbed out all but one senior, Micah Miller now. Now they have Knowledge Artist Jones at the fullback position. Looked like a missed handoff there, and they just left Brett to the Wolves on that play. So it happens.
To the Dogs.
left him to the Dogs. So
and
now you see
Micah
Micah
Miller
Miller.
an emotional check out here. You love to see that.
Micah Miller signing off for the Shamokin Indians. Excellent career by him as well. Worked hard. He was a leader in the weight room from day one, and watching the muscle mass that kid put on over the last 4 years has been crazy because he was a string bean.
He started as a beanpole for sure.
He did. So
he actually cut my hair the other week. Lucky enough to get Chef Micah Miller, not Chef, I don't know why I said Chef, Barber Micah Miller out there.
And now, with all the seniors out, relatively all the seniors out, you're looking at the future of the Shamokin Indians team, led by a pair of sophomores, among them Colton Lynch, Ryder Zolkowski. Colin Cedar's a junior, but he's had himself a season. Brett Nye at quarterback. So there's a lot of hope for that sophomore class. I think they're going to be a huge class. Their senior year is going to be an excellent one to watch. And, you know, I have a feeling this program is just going to build. We have a timeout here. Indians have taken their final timeout, and I think they're all just kind of acknowledging this is it. Go out, you young guys, put on some good tape for us so we can evaluate you guys over the offseason, and, you know, it'll leave the coaches with an idea of what the scheme's going to be for next year.
Yeah, and I think you'll see this team improve year by year. I mean, the record might not reflect it every single time, but I think as the years go on, they will certainly get better and at least more experience as the coaching staff gets more continuity with the players. As hopefully this coaching staff will be around for a long time. So we'll see what unfolds here. But I certainly like the direction that the Indians football program is going.
Coach Hanoski's all in. He's all in. You have a kid out there, Mitchell Knowles. His brother was Matt Knowles. He graduated 2 years ago. He was a pretty big tight end, and you know, he's going to be another good player for this team in the future. Number 1 is going to get upended by the senior, Colin Baza, getting himself some playing time. Didn't play much through the first 3 years of his career here. Was mainly the backup quarterback. Suffered a gruesome arm injury in the scrimmage last year. Ended up requiring surgery for that. And now seeing him have the game that he's having tonight, and even the season that he's had, it's inspiring. It really is. So this young Jersey Shore team as well looking very good as always. And just some miscommunication. And Williams going to have to eat that one.
Yeah, you love to see that, as you were speaking about Baza earlier with the injury last year. This year was really the first season that he actually got, like, significant playing time, at least as a starter. And, like, you love to see that. The guys that stick around the program for 4 years, even though they're not perennial starters, and when you get to see a guy like him get his chance, that it just kind of warms your heart.
It does. They're going to send number 1 in motion. Handoff to number 22 for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
Wow.
Excellent tackle. Austin Bainbridge. Got to say his name again. Great job by Austin Bainbridge tonight. In his final game as a Shamokin Indian, just coming in, plugging holes, wreaking havoc on that defense.
The Bain train bringing the pain.
Yes, sir. Man, I wish we used that one more this season. Man, that was a good one.
Yeah, it just dawned on me there, but that was a good one.
It happens.
We have it.
Better
well,
late
actually,
than
never
never,
mind.
you know.
I was going to say we have it for next year, but I remember he's a senior. Sad.
So, going to be a handoff to number 22 for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. He's running hard tonight. Number 22, I've got to find his name. Gabe Andrus, sophomore, like I said earlier, little Mighty Mac. He's out there running hard. He is. I mean, he's impressed
Like
me
a Mack
tonight as
truck.
well. Yeah, this Jersey Shore running game has always been solid for years. They always break big runs. They always have receivers who are just very good. Quarterbacks can always throw it. For some reason, I don't know what it is in the water at Jersey Shore, but it's always a
Something in the mud.
yeah, something in the mud here on this atrocious field that really needs to be redone.
Yeah, it
Jersey
really does.
Shore almost didn't have a home playoff game last week because of how bad this field is. Not much of a factor tonight. It was in better condition than I was expecting, what you were expecting. But, you know, as time ends here, it is 25, 24, 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. I think we need to take a moment, acknowledge the season that the Indians have had. Certainly the turning point that this program has needed.
Yeah, overall, great season. Really fun to watch, especially having the privilege to announce these games every week. Getting to see this team grow and have a successful season by their standards, and great. Certainly ended with a 5-4 record in the season. So over 500, that's always a great accomplishment as a program.
District
And
final.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, make it to district championship. I mean, that is no small feat.
Not at all. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute honor to call these past few games for you. Joining my friend Jamison Kramer as well. Just wanted to take the time to thank Ben Anderson and Ryan Shavitsky.
Yeah, Pat McDevitt is
Pat
run
McDevitt.
the camera a lot of these games, and
Yep.
a lot of different people have come together to make this possible, and we're grateful for that. And we're sure you are too out there getting to watch these games as maybe you're not able to attend like normal.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an absolute honor. Nathan Grimes.
And Jamison Kramer signing out. Have a fun 2020 rest of the year.
Be safe.